Teaching is hard. And teaching in a pandemic is even harder. There is so much to juggle for students, for parents, and of course for our educators. So how is it really going inside the classroom and for those students who are learning remotely? Mike, let's start with you. What kind of an assessment would you give this school year so far?
Oh, that's a complicated question because it depends on which aspect. So with respect to, you know, we're trying to keep people safe at the same time as we're trying to teach instruct students, right? So the instructional aspect, if we were just to look at that, I think that all of us would agree this is not the golden era of education, right? We're all doing our very best, and we're trying to really, to do the best we can. At the same time, we're trying to keep people safe. So we are we're not seeing COVID spreading in the buildings the way it was originally anticipated. So with respect to that, wearing masks, the quarantining, the contact tracing, all of that has been going well, right? There have been some spread in some buildings, but it's not some kind of, major point of spread. So that system is working. Instructionally, it's hard. It is very, very hard for teachers. And the best way that I can describe it, having taught for 27 years, is that all of the positive feedback loops have kind of broken down, the kinds of things where you drive home every day and you reflect on conversations you've had with kids, and it really reinforces the benefit that you have. Those kinds of systems are broken down because everyone's isolated and there's masks, and you really can't read students the way you normally would. So the positive feedback loops are broken down, but all the negative feedback loops are fully there. So teachers are isolated. There's not enough planning time between colleagues, and we're trying to reinvent what education looks like. So it's hard.
And Kathy, what are your thoughts?
So I think what we see is teachers, paraprofessionals, cafeteria aides, office personnel, substitutes. They're being called to perform their job in ways that they've never performed it before. Their dedication has never been more evident. And I think about, when I think about what it's like each day to go to work, what comes into my mind is just keep swimming. Like, just keep pushing forward, just keep swimming. And each day is a new day. We don't know what challenges we're going to have to overcome. We're not kind of reimagining schools. We're coming in each day and assessing, what do we have to do to meet the students' needs, not only educationally, but to make sure that they feel safe, that they're cared for, that they have food, that we can help counsel them if they're dealing with family members at home that are sick. All the same time, while we're trying to manage our own lives and dealing with sickness in our own homes, and children who may be home because either they're quarantining or their school is remote. So it's really quite the juggling act that we've really never seen before, and everyone's rising to the occasion.